Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's to have a hunt through. I'm still wearing a glove because, as many of you know, I've cut my hand rather bad and I can't keep the bandage dry and clean. So this is just so that all the dirt from coins, you can see from some previous coin hunts how dirty it already is, gets onto the glove and not my hand. I should be able to get rid of the glove fairly soon, but we've got bags of 10p's today, which could result in some good finds. Ideally though, we want some of the alphabet 10p's from 2019, this book here. We've never completed a 2019 book, but we've got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, R, T, U, V and X. So 7 still to go for 2019, but because the 2019s are so hard to find, we started a second book for 2018, which we are 2 letters off of completing. We need H for the Houses of Parliament, and we need T for the drink tea to complete this book. So let's get to these bags, see what we can find. Okay, so whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be going through some comments that have been left on my videos. Now, I did explain at the start of the video, I have a little bit damaged goods at the moment. Unfortunately, I have cut my hand rather badly whilst doing the dishes, and yes, it's healing well, but I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone and your kind words since I uploaded my first video with my hand in a glove. It meant a lot. I have appreciated the jokes in the comments too about my hand, and I've even saved some of them for future Q&A these Q&A 10p videos, but it's all going good. To be fair, the next few days I should be able to get the bandage off. I still wear a glove probably, depending how far along the healing process on my hand is, because I'm sure many of you don't want to see an even healing cut on the side of my hand, but a big thank you from me. But yes, it's all good. I'm all good. Don't you worry about me. Right, it's Jesse Coin says, nearly the end, Christopher, although we will still be on this book by Christmas, I bet. I think that was the 50p video that comment was on. But yes, we are so close to finishing that book. I don't know if I found anything since that, so I don't want to say where I am at the moment in the book, because I can't remember if I've added anything new to the book since the last one was uploaded. But yeah, we could very well still be looking for the coins that we still need by the end of the year. But as you all know, if we're just stuck on Kew Gardens, I'll just round it to the closest 10 episodes and do a massive hunt as a sort of a finale final episode, because the Kew Gardens, we literally could be looking for years for one of those. Shroomy says, Christopher, surely you should collect the Rarest Technologies £2 as it's part of the £2 collection. Even the Rarest Technologies £2 coin is a very, very common coin. You will find it in every coin hunt. So it's not a commemorative, it's not a hard coin to find. So I think it's just a pointless spot to have in the book, to be fair. So I have got a date run of Technologies £2 coins, so I've got an example from one of each year, and that's all I really need. I don't really want to be adding pointlessly common non-commemoratives into a book that's all about finding commemoratives. DC says, Edge Hunt killed the momentum as per usual. It's a curse. It's always an ongoing battle in the comments of £2 coins. So there are some people that really hate the Edge inscription hunts. There are people that tell me off if I forget to do them. So compromises, I generally do 1 or 2 in a video depending, but trying to get a nice happy balance. Obviously with my hand the way it is at the moment, I can't do edge hunts, but yeah. Oh well. Right, Joseph Bradley says, very unlikely the 2021 Britannia £2 will come into circulation as we're almost halfway through 2023. Who knows? Certainly not me, certainly not you. So I'm not quite sure where your certainty comes from in that comment, because nobody knows other than the people at the Royal Mint, unless you are the person that decides, Joseph Bradley. I would take that with a massive grain of salt. From what has been told by us to us by the Royal Mint, especially with King Charles III's very keenness to be environmentally friendly, the idea of melting down all of the Queen's coinage, or the ones in the long store, to be replaced with coins with his portrait on, it would be a waste of energy, time, effort, and not very good and sustainable for the environment. So my understanding is the reason they've not come out is just because there's been no demand for £2 coins, and when there is demand they will come out. So yeah, nobody really knows, so we can only speculate. James Stoddard says, Looked like an awesome weekend. You're going to have to check the Coronation coins when they come out for the crowned NIFCs. So yes, that's my Raw Mint trip, which feels like a long time ago. That was the start of me not having a bit of a health crisis. I came back with a terrible cold. I then was just about getting over that and cut my hand open, caught a sort of a sore throat and a cough from sat in A&E, or the ER as some of the listeners abroad, watchers from abroad will know it as. And then a couple of days ago I woke up with a blocked up ear, so I was struggling to tear out my left ear, so I'm just falling apart. It's ridiculous. But yes, the crowned effigy of King Charles III on the Coronation 50p, that as far as we're aware should be a coin that doesn't go into circulation. So the Coronation coins that are going into circulation that don't have the crown, if you find one, you want to check it, just like we do with the Platinum Jubilee, because there's the alternative obverse that was only minted for collectors. So yes, it's rather exciting. Two Stoke Squashy says, was good to meet you on Coronation Day. Have noticed some of our packages don't keep closed either. Glad you had a good time. I think that's the strike your own package, but yeah, they don't. I think I've got one that says it was a little bit it wouldn't quite close shut, but just keeping it closed, and something either side of it has sort of fixed that, thankfully. But no, it was great meeting everyone that I met at the Coronation weekend, the strike on the day or one of the strikes either side. That's what I really love about these strike on the day events, because it encourages more people to come. So the more big events they can do like that, the better, because I love meeting viewers, subscribers, my friends that make the trips down, because it's quite a trek to come to the Raw Mint for some people. So it's those big events that are the real draw to do so. Dean Hopkins says, do you stay at the Premier Inn round the corner when you go? And good video. Very much depends. So if there's a big group of us, my close friends, then we might look at some sort of shared accommodation through Airbnb or something. If we are going to be out and about and we want to do something in the evenings, it's sometimes better to stay in Cardiff, because there's a lot more to do in Cardiff, because other than the Raw Mint, there isn't really anything else in Llantrisant. But if it's just the one night and it's just a couple of chores to be done, then yeah, the Premier Inn in Llantrisant is very convenient. But very much depends on cost as well, because sometimes the hotel prices can be quite expensive. Martin Ryan says, the Mint made a mint. They certainly did. That's one trip where I've purchased quite a bit. Spent quite a bit of money there whilst I was there, but lots of good things. Always exciting to see. So yes, they certainly did make a mint. Two Corner Phrase says, who is the Chief Belcher? Great stuff, Christopher. So yeah, I think part of my Raw Mint video, as we were walking towards the bridge to leave, someone burped very loudly, and that was of course grossy. There are certain people that try and do certain things to make you have to edit around or reshoot bits, and if it's not too offensive, then why not leave it in? Just show that some of my friends are pains in the backside. Ava Quinn says, hi Christopher, question. Maybe heard before, but just wondering, do you have a brother that does a YouTube channel, collects coins too? As seen a person look really you thought was you at Firat? But with long hair, his channel's bits and bobs, keep up the good. So yeah, I think from that, do I have a brother that makes YouTube videos and has a YouTube channel? I have brothers, but neither of them do YouTube. Bits and bobs, I am aware of the channel. I've met one of the people that makes the videos for Bits and Bobs, and we've conversed on social media a little bit. Someone very kindly sent in a medal, because I'm from Basingstoke. The medal was issued from Basingstoke, or had some sort of reference to Basingstoke, so very kindly sent it in. So I am aware of them, but I am not, to the best of my knowledge, related to any of them, no. Oh, 2018. What's that going to be? What do we need? H or T? Oh, it's P for postbox. Still very nice. In fact, it's quite special because it's my first ever Alphabet 10p was a 2018 P. So, superb find. And Moses says, this is a silly question. There's no such thing as silly questions. And Moses, there's only silly people. No, kidding. Do you have any other hobbies? I certainly do. So, I mean, I must admit, doing the YouTube videos, every day for as long as I've been doing them, that takes up the lion's share of my time. What I discovered, I used to read an awful lot when I was younger, and being so busy, I don't have time to sort of read a physical book on a regular basis. But a few years ago, I downloaded my first audiobook, and so I love listening to audiobooks now. I love listening to podcasts, things like that. If I'm pottering around doing housework, or when I was doing the dishes when the glass exploded, I was listening to. I'm is it rereading if it's a podcast, if it's an audiobook, re-listening to some of the Thrawn books in preparation for the Ahsoka TV show later in this year. But yeah, doing that. I've got a stamp collection that does need some work. I haven't done much on it for absolutely ages, but I've been suckered into a stupid video game I used to play as a kid, and I got totally obsessed with it, and that is RuneScape. I don't know if any of you will have played it or are aware of it, but it's a game I spent a disgustingly large amount of hours when I was in secondary school, college, university, playing that, and after many years of not having played it, I got totally suckered back into it, and it's now a massive drain of my free time. But no, watching TV shows, there's so much like Star Wars stuff coming out at the moment that's amazing. I love that. All the streaming services, I like watching documentaries, films, all sorts of things. So yeah, I keep very busy. Mary Kane says, wow, Olympics are flowing in. Has there been a mintage for the Pride coin yet? She is very lucky with my Olympic coins at the moment. I won't complain about that because Olympics are hard to find. So more than happy to be in a bit of a win rate. And I need some Olympics to finish the book, don't I? Again, I don't think I've... Anyway, we're not going to talk about what I still need for the book because I don't want to spoil any future videos. Has there been a mintage for the Pride coin yet? Yes and no. So with a lot of the more recent coins that have been entered into minted and put into circulation, the Royal Mint announces indicative mintage figures. So that is we have been requested to mint up to this amount of coins to go into circulation. Now all the previous ones where they've indicated it's going to be up to this amount, that's exactly the amount that went into circulation. And I believe with the Pride it was 5 million. And so that the Memorial 50p was 9.6 million. Trying to think what else went in circulation that we know indicative mintage figures for, but my brain is just not working. Platinum Jubilee, that was 5 million, wasn't it? That's what I was trying to think of. So I wouldn't be surprised if again they've hit it bang on the head, the 5 million mintage, which I think is a nice sort of sweet spot. At the moment they're quite numerous because they're quite new into circulation. They're still filtering through the system. So I think in a year's time, in a £250 bag we might find one or two, but it'd be similar to the 2018 Paddingtons, I think. But with that being said, let's go back to the coins. Well then, an hour and 15 minutes after I began this hunt, which is much longer than it normally takes me to get through 2 bags of 10p's, but as we all know, I am somewhat struggling with my hand, but getting there steadily. A very good result. We got an alphabet 10p, P for postbox, not one beneath the book, but never sniff at finding one of those. I made a profit on a couple of coins I reckon there, 50p, 20p, so that's what 40p profit, isn't it? No, I can't count. 50p's worth of profit there. It's a bonus. Guernsey, Jersey, Isle of Man, 2 US not state quarters, US standard quarters, and East Caribbean states 25 cents coins. So an interesting hodgepodge of coins. I hope you've enjoyed this hunt. As ever, links are in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over to that. There's also links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. There's the PO box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, who I work for as my day job, making videos for them, so please do check that YouTube channel out as well. All that leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!